All right, guys. We got a good show for you today. We have Dalonte Brown. He goes to Miami, Ohio. Thanks for coming on, man.
Appreciate you for having me.
Yeah. So, I'm interested. You growing up in Ohio, how'd you get into basketball yourself, man?
I got into basketball from one of my closest friends. I lived with him on the same block for 10 plus years. His name Dominic Burks. So like I took him to A. I didn't even know what AAU basketball was. So like one year he was in like the fourth, and like I went with him to like a tryout, and they gave me a paper, and like things got to going forward from there.
Yeah, I got into basketball the same way. That was the same thing for me. It was like my friend, he showed me an AAU tryout for him, went into it. Growing up, was it only just basketball or were you playing other sports?
Football was my main in my first sport, but due to my mom like not liking the cold and being out there, I had to switch it up some so I can make sure I still had her support and her attendance in whatever I was playing.
Yeah. So when you were playing basketball, right, was there a moment when you knew, hey, this is the sport for me. I could be a D1 basketball player?
Yeah, when I want to say my seventh or eighth grade year when I had hit my growth spurt, that's when I really started taking it serious, and everybody was telling me like I can go to college to hoop. So I buckled down with it and locked in with it.
Yeah, you were a four-year letter winner at your high school, 1,000 career points, named Toledo City Player of the Year. Can you talk about a little bit like your experience in high school? What was it like? Some highlights of it for you?
Yeah, high school, man. I don't really think it'll be nothing compared to high school, because that's where all the fun was. High school was fun for I went to Bowser. Bowser was on the south end side of Toledo, and I stayed on the west side of Toledo. So I was a little bit out of my district. So it was a little bit hard getting into Bowser, but once I got in there, they accepted me and like the community, they brought me in and it was like family over there. And they really cherished and appreciated me over there.
No, that's awesome to hear. So, everyone in our class, we had a lot of trouble with recruiting because you couldn't like visit schools, and stuff like that. It was weird. It was a lot of Zoom. How was recruiting for you during the time, and everything?
Man, honestly, me, I hated recruitment. Like I was one of the persons that wanted to get it over with, wanted to find a school that I call home, like I do Miami, which wasn't too far from Toledo or wasn't too close.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can really accomplish my dreams here with the team and the coaching staff. So my recruiting process, it was long, but it wasn't that long. And once I came across Miami, I took my visit and I fell in love with the campus and I love the environment.
Yeah. Like when making a decision like that, did you look a lot of like the system they ran and see where you fit in the best, or how did you make that decision for you?
I made this decision due to like the coach just keeping it real with me. Like he was blowing me up, like texting me every day in school, middle of class, or he'd call my mom like 5 or 8 times a day. And
Yeah.
like I really sat down, I was like, yeah, he really want me. So once I had my meeting with them and my little official visit here in Miami, I was walking out. He told me like the offer is not gonna be guaranteed once I leave. So I had to make sure I got in where I fit in
Yeah.
here.
Oh, that's awesome. What was it like for you when you're getting your first offer? Where were you at? What were you doing? There's normally a lot of funny stories with that.
My first offer was from University of Toledo, so my hometown. So I was having an open gym, I think, and the UT coach had walked in and had offered me on the spot, and that was a little bit exciting. I want to say it was my junior year in high school,
Hmm.
so that was exciting
Yeah.
for him to come in and my teammates to see see him offer me, and it gave them motivation as well. So
No. Yeah, let's get into like a little bit more of the present now. Last season, what was it like dealing with COVID? I know you guys got to play. You went 12-11. You got to have a season, play a decent amount of games. How do you think it went for you guys as a team and you personally?
as a team, I say like the adversity stage, like the adversity part, like with us having to wear masks, work out in masks. Even if people wanted to, like they could have played in masks. I can say like the whole COVID pandemic for everybody as a whole was tough, especially when it first struck and like knowing that it started at Miami. So
Yeah.
like that was something like we didn't really know how to deal with it at first, but as time went on, we used it as like we run on a road game. So like it's adversity. Like everybody, we got to stick together as one. So I mean, we overcame it. We overcame it cool. We had a little setback. We had to quarantine for 2 weeks, but it wasn't nothing major though.
Yeah. All right. What's the goals for like next season for his team and then, you personally?
Team goal is always to win a MAC championship. I mean, I won two championships in high school back to back, and that's something I really want to do in college. That's something I don't have. I just don't have a ring yet, and I want to make sure I accomplish that before I'm done here at Miami. And personal goal, and I don't really have a personal goal for real. I mean, every kid that goes to college and plays sports wants to go to the next level and be a professional.
Yeah.
So I just want to provide for my kids and my family. That's it for real.
No, that's awesome. I read an article back in the day. It said like when you were a freshman, it said you complained a little bit about how the campus was quiet, but now you credit Miami for like changing your life and everything. Can you talk about what you meant about that and like what Miami's done for you?
Yeah, when I'm in by like the quiet, like I come in Toledo, I'm from the inner city, so it's always a lot of noise, gun violence. There's not one day I didn't hear like police sirens, ambulance sirens, or something like that. And like making the switch to Oxford, coming to Miami, it was just quiet.
Yeah.
Like, and I didn't know how to I didn't know how to cope with it. Like me being from like the inner city, like in like a in like the like a high gang related
Yeah.
area. It was something that was really different. Like I was seeing more animals and like more people that like didn't look like me. You feel me? So it
Yeah.
was something I had to adjust to, and I'm glad that I did adjust to it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I saw you became 1,000 point scorer, 37th in Red Hawk history. What was that like getting 1,000 points?
It was some like I mean I had thoughts about it coming in as a freshman, but as years went on, like I started worrying about the points, and I was just like focused on winning for real. Like
Yeah.
with me being like a big key part of the team, like the 1,000 points, I just felt like it came natural. Like that was something I was supposed to do.
Yeah. All right. Someone who's never seen you play, how would you describe your game to and what are your biggest strengths?
I would say shooting the ball, rebounding, just bringing the energy, bringing it like being an energy dog, the energy guy that the team doesn't have for real.
Yeah.
Like uplifting people to
Yeah.
make them be more successful.
Being a big spark plug. Over the course of your whole career, what do you think's the best play you ever made? This could be pickup game. This could be college.
Best play I ever made. Uh, I don't know. I mean, I think I asked myself, I made a couple good plays. I would say like catching a lob from a Kyle Larry when he was at half court when we played Eastern Michigan.
Yeah.
So that was a big play.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Growing up, did you look up to any like current or even former players?
Uh, I always liked the Rajon Rondo. I'm a big fan of Paul George, but not too. I didn't look up to many people though.
Yeah. Paul George got lost last night. Hopefully come back though. We'll see. All right. In your free time, what do you like to do?
Spend time with my kids, man. Or play
Yeah.
the game for real, or get extra work in for real.
Yeah. What's the off-season practices like right now?
Right now we at it Monday through Friday. We do individual workouts Tuesdays and Mondays. We might have a day off Wednesday. We always have like team workouts on Fridays for an hour, and it'll be in the morning time from like 10:30, 11:30. We lift 3 to 4 times a week. So the main goal is for us to obviously is getting bigger, faster, and stronger. So that's what we've been holding ourselves up to.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot. Just getting stronger every day. We always finish off with the final two questions for these. So, over the course of your career, what's the best piece of advice you think anyone's ever told you?
That's a piece of advice. I ain't never thought about that. I don't know. Ask me a different question. I'm gonna think about that one for a
All
minute.
right, and this is the second one. This one's a hard one too. How do you want people to remember yourself when your basketball career is over down the line?
Dang. I ain't never thought about that either. People remember me. I want people to remember me as a person that's that's gonna get it done. You feel me? Like no
Yeah.
matter what's thrown in front of me, I'm gonna get it done. If I start something, I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah, for sure. I feel you on that. And then do you have it? Do you have a best piece of advice you heard, or you don't remember that?
Best piece of advice. I don't really remember for real.
Mine's don't skip the little things. That was what I always remember from my coach. He said
Don't
don't skip
skip
the
the
little
little
things.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always, oh my God, that Black Rob, his real name is Robert Harris. He always told me like growing up, I used to watch him a lot. He always told me like nothing in the world is like it's free. Like no matter if somebody tell you it's free, like it's not free. Like you got to work for what you want.
Yeah.
So I think about that like most of the day, like 24/7. Like I just run with it,
Yeah.
put the work in behind the scenes, and see how it play out.
Awesome. Yeah, 100%. You got to work for everything. That's what a lot of people feel that way too. Dalonte, I appreciate you coming on, man. It means a lot, helping us out. Thanks, man.
No problem, man. I appreciate you for having me.